Hi, this is Praditi. Today we need to discuss about the firewall. A network firewall system or a group of systems used to control access between two networks, that is trusted network and untrusted network. Using predefined rules of filter, the firewall is mainly placed between private network and the public network. It is a device that provides secure connectivity between networks, that is the internal network and the external network. It is used to implement and enforce security policy for communication between networks. It may be a hardware or a software, or it's a combination of both that is used to prevent unauthorized program or internet users from accessing a private network or a single computer. All messages entering or leaving the intranet pass through the firewall, which examines each message or blocks those that do not meet the specified security criteria. Actually, first of all, we need to know why do we need a firewall. It plays a main role in the network or in the laptops, etc. In order to protect confidential information from those who do not explicitly need to access it, in order to protect our network and resources from malicious users and accidents that originate outside of your network. There are basically two types of firewall. One is a hardware firewall, another one is a software firewall. The hardware firewall in the name itself is one of the physical device. It can be installed between modem and the computer. It can be incorporated into broadband router being used to share the internet connection. And it protects the entire network. Coming to the diagram of the hardware firewall is a part of a router and a standalone device. It protects all the computers which are connected to the router. And it is more expensive and harder to configure. Examples: Cisco Pix, NetScreen, Watchpod, etc. Software firewall is a software applications. It is installed onto your computer system that you wish to protect. Protects a single computer. This is usually the computer with modem attached to it. It is usually less expensive, easier to configure. Example: Norton Internet Security, McAfee, K7. There are several number of software firewall applications. And whenever we need to compare the hardware with the software firewall, it's very less expensive. But in the software firewall, it's one of the application software. It protects only a single system, but in the hardware firewall, it protects several systems. But it's a very expensive. The types of firewall techniques: packet filter, application gateway, secure level gateway, bastion host. These are types of firewall techniques. First one comes under the packet filter. It looks at each packet entering or leaving the internet network and accepts or rejects it based on user defined rules. Why we need to call the packet means here the information has to be divided into packets in the network layer. Whenever it comes to the network, that is trusted network, it divides the information into packets. There is the data is into packets, and it checks the rule set whether the packet is blocked or discarded. Whenever it passes the rules, it allows the packet to the untrusted network. This is a packet filter. It is fairly effective and transparent to users, but it's difficult to configure. In addition, it is susceptible to IP spoofing. Application gateway. It is another firewall technique. In such type of firewall, remote host or network can interact only with proxy server. Proxy server is responsible for hiding the details of internal network, that is intranet. Users uses TCP or IP applications such as FTP and telnet servers. Come under the diagram of the application gateway. Here, it's one of the schematic diagram. Telnet, FTP, SMTP, HTTP. Whenever the communication between the outside host and the inside host, the application gateway firewall protects the data, confidential data. Is very effective but can impose a performance degradation. Circuit level firewall. This can be a standalone system or it can be a specialized functions performed by an application level gateway for certain applications. It does not permit an end-to-end TCP connection. Rather, the gateway sets two TCP connections. A typical use of the circuit level gateway is a situation in which the system administrator trusts the internal users. The gateway can be configured to support the application level or proxy service or inbound connections and circuit level functions for outbound connections. Bastion host. It is one of the firewall techniques, special purpose computer or a network specifically designed and configured to withstand attacks. The packet filter router. Whenever from the internet the data will be entered to the packet filter router and coming to the information server and go to the bastion host. It generally hosts a single application, provides a platform for application gateway and circuit level gateway. It supports limited or specific applications to reduce the threat to the computer. It includes applications such as Telnet, SMTP or FTP. What a personal firewall can do: it stops hackers from accessing your computer, protect your personal information, and blocks pop-up ads and certain cookies. Determines which programs can access the internet and block the invalid packets. What a personal firewall cannot do: it cannot prevent email viruses, and only an antivirus product with update definitions can prevent email viruses. After setting it initially, you cannot forget about it. The firewall will require periodic updates to the rule sets and software itself. That's why we need to update our softwares in the desktop and the laptops. We need to update the softwares regularly or frequently. This is the firewall setting, how we need to set a firewall. Here it shows the Windows firewall here. Whenever we need to click on it, we need to make a firewall on. Firewall on. Thank you.